Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering that everything in your kitchen has vanished. No packaged snacks, no bread, no refrigerator, no grocery stores, no restaurants, just the raw world outside your door. How long do you think you would survive? Most people assume they know what food is, but the truth is, if you traveled back through most of human history, you probably wouldn't recognize the menu at all. The foods that fill our lives today are incredibly recent inventions. For millions of years, human beings survived on a completely different reality, one shaped by uncertainty, scarcity, and constant hunger. Every craving you experience today was built in that forgotten world. The urge to eat something sweet, the attraction to rich, fatty foods, the satisfaction of a protein-packed meal. None of these feelings appeared by accident. They are ancient survival mechanisms passed down through countless generations who fought every day to find enough calories to stay alive. But here's the disturbing part. The human body you're living in right now was not designed for abundance. It was designed for a world where food could disappear tomorrow. And the evidence hidden in ancient caves, fossilized bones, and archaeological sites reveals a story far stranger than most people realize. To understand why your brain wants what it wants, we need to uncover what humans were really eating long before civilization ever existed. For most animals, survival depends on specialization. A koala survives because it can eat eucalyptus leaves. A lion survives because it is built to hunt large prey. But humans succeeded for the opposite reason. We became masters of adaptation. Millions of years ago, our ancestors lived in environments that changed constantly. Seasons shifted, droughts arrived without warning, and food sources disappeared overnight. In such a world, relying on a single type of food was a dangerous strategy. Those who survived were the ones willing to eat whatever the environment offered. When fruit was abundant, they gathered fruit. When roots were available, they dug them from the ground. Along rivers, they collected shellfish and fish. Insects provided protein when larger prey couldn't be found. Eggs taken from nests offered valuable nutrients. Nothing was ignored if it could provide energy. This flexibility became one of humanity's greatest evolutionary advantages. Instead of adapting to one specific food source, humans learned to adapt to entire ecosystems. They studied animal behavior, tracked seasonal changes, remembered where plants grew, and passed that knowledge to future generations. Over thousands of generations, this created a species capable of surviving in forests, grasslands, deserts, mountains, and coastlines. Humans didn't become successful because they were the strongest predators. They became successful because they were the most versatile eaters. Long before cities, farms, or supermarkets existed, adaptability itself became humanity's most important survival skill. At some point in humanity's distant past, a discovery changed our species forever. It wasn't the invention of language, agriculture, or metal tools. It was something far simpler, a controlled flame. Before fire became part of daily life, eating was hard work. Tough roots required endless chewing. Raw meat demanded strong jaws and long digestion times. Much of the energy locked inside food remained difficult for the body to access. Every meal cost valuable time and effort. Then, humans learned how to harness fire. Suddenly, everything changed. Heat softened plants, broke down fibers, and transformed tough meat into something easier to chew and digest. Food that once took hours to process could now provide energy far more efficiently. The same meal delivered more usable calories while demanding less work from the body. Scientists believe this shift may have altered human evolution itself. As digestion became easier, the body no longer needed to devote as much energy to maintaining an extremely large digestive system. Those saved resources could be redirected elsewhere, especially toward the brain. A larger brain brought enormous advantages: better memory, improved planning, stronger social cooperation, and more advanced problem-solving all increased the chances of survival. Each generation gained abilities that helped them navigate an unpredictable world. In many ways, every invention, city, and civilization that followed can be traced back to a simple realization made long ago: food becomes more powerful when touched by fire.
Have you ever promised yourself that you'd eat healthy, only to find yourself reaching for something sweet a few hours later? If so, you're not weak. You're experiencing a survival system that was built long before the modern world existed. For most of human history, calories were incredibly difficult to find. There were no stocked shelves, no food delivery apps, and no guarantee that tomorrow's meal would exist. Because survival depended on finding energy whenever it appeared, the human brain evolved a powerful reward system. Whenever our ancestors discovered foods rich in sugar, fat, or protein, the brain responded with pleasure. Sweet fruits provided quick energy. Fat supplied long-lasting fuel during times of scarcity. Protein supported growth, repair, and physical strength. Craving these foods increased the chances of survival, so natural selection reinforced those desires generation after generation. The problem is that the environment changed much faster than the human brain. Today, the foods that were once rare can be found almost everywhere. A flavor that our ancestors might have encountered only a few times a year is now available 24 hours a day. Yet the reward circuits inside our brains still react as if these foods are precious opportunities that must not be missed. In other words, modern cravings are often ancient survival instincts operating in a completely different world, one where abundance has replaced scarcity, but the brain hasn't fully caught up.
When most people think about food, they think about calories, vitamins, and survival. But for humans, food became something much bigger than fuel. Long before written language, governments, or cities existed, meals were already shaping relationships, culture, and identity. Imagine a small group of prehistoric humans gathered around a fire after a successful day. The food in front of them wasn't simply keeping them alive, it was creating trust. Sharing a meal meant cooperation had worked. Hunters, gatherers, parents, and children all depended on one another. Every shared bite strengthened the bonds that held the group together. Over time, food became deeply connected to human social life. Important events were marked by feasts. Valuable foods were offered as gifts. Knowledge about where to find certain plants or how to prepare specific meals was passed down through generations. Food became a way of teaching, celebrating, and preserving traditions. Archaeologists have even found evidence suggesting that some ancient meals carried symbolic meaning beyond simple hunger. Certain foods may have been linked to rituals, status, or group identity. Eating together helped humans build communities that were stronger than any individual could be alone. This pattern continues today. Birthdays, weddings, holidays, and family gatherings almost always involve food. That's because the human connection to eating was never just biological. For thousands of generations, food helped build societies. It nourished bodies, but it also helped create what it means to be human. The next time you open your refrigerator, pause for a moment and look at what's inside. To you, it probably feels ordinary. A few drinks, some leftovers, fruit, snacks, maybe ingredients for tomorrow's meals. But from the perspective of almost every human who ever lived, that small box would seem like a miracle. For millions of years, survival was never guaranteed. Finding food required time, effort, knowledge, and often a great deal of risk. Our ancestors crossed vast landscapes searching for meals, climbed dangerous heights for valuable calories,
endured long periods of scarcity, and adapted to environments that constantly tested their limits. Yet, despite how different their world was, a part of them still lives inside you. The cravings you feel, the foods you enjoy, and even the way your brain responds to hunger are echoes of a much older reality. Your body was shaped by countless generations that learned one simple lesson: when food is available, take advantage of it, because tomorrow is uncertain. But today, for many people, tomorrow isn't uncertain. Food surrounds us in ways our ancestors could never have imagined. Understanding that difference may be one of the most important lessons evolution can teach us, because once you realize where your instincts came from, you can begin deciding which ones still serve you and which belong to a world that disappeared thousands of generations ago. If this journey into humanity's past changed the way you see food, stay curious. The story of being human is far stranger than most of us realize.